Another Friday, another video from yours truly. Happy Friday, friends. I hope your week has gone well. I hope you are smashing everything. As for me, I'm just taking it a day at a time, literally. There's a week where literally on my journal I wrote just keep swimming, just keep swimming. You know the Dora scene from Finding Nemo? Yeah, that has been me, representing with the color. Anyway, so you've landed in Australia, you've settled into uni life, you're trying to find a job. No one told you how hard it was going to be to find a job. Everyone back home was like, yeah, you're gonna find it easy to find a job. Jobs are many. You're not going to struggle like you struggled back home without a job. But things don't seem to be working out. So I thought I would share things you can expect while applying for jobs as an international student, so that when you start this process, you're sort of prepared. You sort of have these things at the back of your mind as you start your applications. Now, for context, when I came, I got a job pretty fast, which is not always the case, because I know people who have literally struggled to get their first job well into the semester, and here you are thinking, how are you gonna survive your next semester? How is everything going to pan out? How are you even expected to like pay your rent and stuff? So yeah, I hope this video helps you out there. So let's get started. Number one is the job market is competitive, and I think this is worldwide at the moment, because I've seen many people talk about how they've been fired because they've been made redundant. I've seen people say how they've applied for jobs, even in America, like applied for jobs months on months on months, and they're not getting anything. This is pretty much the same in Australia as well. And the fact is, as an international student, you are competing with citizens, you're competing with permanent residents, and some jobs favor citizens and permanent resident people over people on a temporary visa, especially if you're a student, because they know they can't give you full-time employment because of your restricted hours, etc. So you're already at a disadvantage, let me put it that way. And then the job market, of course, is just crazy. So when you put this in your mind, at the back of your mind, you're like, yep, that means you need to apply for probably more jobs every day. You're just not applying for that one job. You're just not applying for like your dream job. Maybe you are studying to be a pilot, and so you're targeting jobs in aviation. Sometimes you actually need to sort of lower your standards and just go for any job to start with, and then from there build up to whatever it is you want. Another thing is, not many people know where to find jobs. I remember when a few people I know who sort of like moved abroad, they sort of like would ask me, where do I find jobs, etc. And I remember I would recommend certain sites, Indeed and Seek. And LinkedIn is also a good place to start, because these websites, you can easily put your location and sort of like the jobs you're targeting. This will actually help you also set notifications. So like if there's a job, say in teaching, that you're eyeing, it's in your area, then you're probably gonna get a notification telling you teacher job in blah blah blah, apply now, and you can easily upload your CV and apply. Now, just like in point one, you still have to apply for as many jobs a day. Do not just sit and say, I've applied for one job, I'm going to apply for one job a day, because that will not help you, my dear friend. Please apply for as many jobs as you can, even as you try and settle down. Look at every single job website every single day. That's my advice. Number three, casual and part-time jobs are easier to get just because of your work restrictions. Students, I think, can work 48 hours a fortnight, if I'm not wrong, and so that means you can only work maybe 3 days a week, or if you decide you can work 6 days a week and then the other week you do not do anything. But yeah, that's what students can work. And so with casual jobs, of course, you get slightly more money because you're given the casual loading rate. And then part-time jobs, of course, also give you that flexibility because you sort of are under, maybe that job will only give you maybe 2 shifts a week, for example. So you're better placed to sort of plan yourself, plan your life, and see where to fit in uni, where to fit in like rest, etc. Casual jobs, most casual jobs, you are given, yes, a casual contract, and then you just pick your shifts depending on when you're available. So that also makes it way easier for you. Now, your resume and cover letter matter more than you think. If you ever thought your CV or resume mattered back in your home country, abroad, especially in Australia, I don't know anywhere else because I've never worked in America or Canada or whatever. If you watch this video and you are anywhere else abroad, please comment and tell us more on the employment stuff. But I will tell you for free, your resume and your cover letter matter more than you think. In Australia, they focus on like skill-based resumes and very short resumes, like a page and a half sort of resumes. So you don't need to write like 5 pages of work experience. And the thing is, what people don't tell you is that you will need some sort of local work experience. So whether that's volunteer work, whether that is a short thing you're just doing and being paid maybe 1 hour a day, whatever it is, please put it in your resume, especially when you're starting out, because if you put all your experience abroad, like from back in your home country, then they're like, this person has never worked here, so why would I hire them? So whatever you do, if you're not sure, please reach out to me. Please, I can help you. But try as much as possible to fit in local work experience that you've done, because it will go a long way in rubber stamping that you sort of like know your stuff, you know how to work around Australians. Also, generic resumes do not work. You have to tailor your resume to fit the job you're applying for. And lastly, and as hard as this may be, expect some rejections. Now, what I have come to put in my heart or mind is that rejection is redirection, and there's always a better opportunity. Just because you didn't score the opportunity you thought you would score does not mean like you're a failure or anything of that sort. People always want something that you cannot offer. You might be better off. It just doesn't mean that you're unqualified for the job. You could be overqualified, and that's why you were not picked. What I would say is always ask for feedback. So why did you pick me? What made you, like, what were you basing your decision on? Those are questions you can ask the interviewer or your employer, etc. Because I remember sometimes I would get into the interview stage, I would interview even for second interview, and then I would not get the job, and I'm like, for you to call me again, it means I did well the first time. So what made you not pick me? And obviously most times it was because, well, I'm on a temporary visa, I'm a student or something like that. But that should not discourage you. Keep going, keep applying. You will get more rejections than you get acceptances. But I believe, and I always hold this, what is meant for you will never miss you. That's it for today's video. If you found this video helpful, please like, share, subscribe, everything that you could do. Even comment down below if you have a question, and I will be sure to answer. If you need help in anything, please reach out. I will be sure to pick your comment from the comment section, and I will defo reach out to you. Thank you so much for watching, and as usual, I will see you in my next one. Bye.